The days of chalkboards and overhead projectors are slipping away. Increasingly, schools across the nation are using educational technology as a part of the curricula, as well as providing opportunities for remote online learning.
Good morning. My name is Chris Lord. I am the Executive Director for Remote Learning here in Peabody, and in the future I will be most everyone in Peabody's go-to person if they're interested in remote learning for their students. Peabody's personalized remote education program is probably the silver lining to the pandemic.
I really believe that remote instruction gives students a more personalized learning experience and that it can fuel global thinkers and creators.
The underlying curriculum will be based on the 7 constructs of the Vision of the Graduate. Vision of the Graduate has been on high school report cards for several years now, and it really gives 7 skills that we want every student to be able to walk across the stage with when they graduate. We want them to be a successful pathfinder. We want them to be an effective communicator. We want them to be a global thinker. We want them to be a problem solver, an artist innovator, a team player, and a self-manager. Those 7 things are embedded in the curriculum, whether you're in the school or you're in Peabody Prep. Those 7 elements of the Vision of the Graduate are on report cards. We're really taking a good look at how kids are doing it. And if they can master those 7 things before they leave Peabody schools, they're set for life.
I was really nervous about remote learning at the beginning of the year, but I've been really pleasantly surprised with how it's gone. Her teacher has been great. She's come up with all kinds of creative ways to keep the kids engaged. They're not in front of a computer screen all day. She makes sure that there's plenty of time for them to walk away, go outside and play. They still have gatherings at lunchtime as though they're having recess where the kids can go into breakout rooms and have fun conversations. My child has learned so much this year. Her teacher has been so wonderful. A great bonus to being in remote learning is that my daughter's had an opportunity to meet a lot of kids from around the community that she wouldn't have met from in-person school. It has really been a terrific experience, and I can't thank the teacher enough for all that she's done.
Our students have experienced an extraordinary learning year this past year, and as a result of remote learning, we've developed an extraordinary set of skills in both our teachers and our students that I believe will help them be successful in their future. Remote learning is becoming a part of the adult world, and the students need to be prepared for it in their future.
Hey, good morning, pals. Happy Monday. Happy to see all your faces this morning. All right, so we're going to start our day off with our zones check-in. All right, in the chat, you're going to tell me what zone we are feeling this morning. Are we in the blue zone? We're sad, we're sick, we're bored, we're tired, maybe we're moving slowly. Are we in the green zone? We're calm, we're happy, we're feeling good, we're ready to learn. Are we frustrated, worried, wiggly, silly, or excited? That means we're in the yellow zone. Or are we in the red zone? We're super mad or angry, or even a little scared and out of control. Please let me know in the chat now.
The reason is because of the interest that this developed. Teachers have certainly found their passion with remote instruction, and a lot of kids are finding their way when it comes to remote learning. We had over 1,300 students involved in fully remote learning for this past year. And then even now when we're back fully in person, there are 800 students that are still fully remote. Over 50 of our teachers have been involved with remote learning, kindergarten through 8th grade, and the high school staff has gotten very strong with remote learning.
One huge benefit of remote learning is the flexibility and technology allows students to have more access for one-to-one help. I could provide meets anytime, even after the school day ends.
Some students have really flourished in this environment, and we want to try and help them get even better at it.
Hello, my name is Reagan, and one thing I like about remote learning is I like changing your profile picture. I like that you can wake up in the morning and just going to school. I like that you can do a pet show and tell.
The benefits are first, the student is in an environment where they feel comfortable, where they feel at ease, and there's often a parent or an adult there that can work with them and work through issues that might come up through the course of the lessons in the day. Students will capture probably between an hour and 2 hours of personal time every day. They won't be spending time driving back and forth between the buildings, waiting for the bus stop, getting on the bus, and so forth. Families won't need that expense with riding the bus or even the gas to drive back and forth with their students. It'll free up, I think, a lot of time for both parents and students to learn at a time when it's convenient for them, when it's more efficient for them. And at the same time, the students can still benefit from all the things that are going on after school. They can still join clubs, they can do sports, they can do activities that are of interest to them, as they would as a regular student. So I think the benefits are they're going to have all of the instructional experience that our teachers have developed over the years, delivering the same curriculum that's going on in the buildings, and at the same time have the best of both worlds because they can still join the after-school activities that they always did when they were in person at the school.
Personally, I've enjoyed virtual teaching this year. I've had the chance to reimagine what I did in the physical classroom and adapt it to the remote setting. I continue to use morning meeting as a way to check in with my students on a social emotional level. I can still work in small groups and breakout spaces to give each student instruction that's just right for them. And students get to build friendships with peers from across the district that they typically wouldn't get to do until middle school. All right, pals, if anybody wants to come join us in our breakout space, we're going to be talking about arts and crafts or drawing or anything that we like about art. So if you'd like to come back, please click raise hand, your digital hand, and I'll be happy to bring you into that breakout space. We will illustrate that mission of hope that Dr. Vidala has brought to us as a result of our district improvement plan. The H stands for high expectations, the O stands for optimism, the P stands for personalization, and the E stands for equity and access. What a wonderful mission to bring to our students. That's going to be going on in the brick and mortar buildings. It's going to be going on in Peabody Prep too.
I teach all 3 grades here at the Higgins, 6th, 7th, and 8th, and had the opportunity to teach in person and for the remote academy this year. I found that so many of my students in my remote class really got a chance to shine more and even take leadership roles with their peer group projects, much more than they did in person before we closed down last March and in previous school years. I also have witnessed much more creativity in their projects for digital media class. Technology also allows us to have some fun too, that helps really lift the spirits during these difficult times.
Hey guys, my name is Maya. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make lemonade. So step 1, I'm going to be getting a water jug. Step 2, we need at least 2 slices of lemon.
The experience for the elementary students, kindergarten through 5th grade, will be very much like it is now. School is going to start at 9 o'clock. It'll end at 3 o'clock. There'll be an hour for recess and lunch in the middle of the day, and a 40-minute specialist type class at some point during the day. Art, health, music, phys ed, those kinds of things.
All right, pals. So we're going to do a quick check-in with our comparing fractions. So let's check out number 13 together. We're going to compare 1/3 and 1/6. All right, remember, one of the ways we can do this is using the butterfly method. So we have 1/3 and we have 1/6. What we can do is we can multiply across in order to get our numbers. So 3 times 1 would give me 3, 6 times 1 would give me 6. Now we know from comparing that 6 is bigger than 3, so 1/3 is bigger than 1/6. We can also see this here in our visual. That 1/3 piece is a lot bigger than the 1/6.
As a remote learner, I have really enjoyed the process of everything. I do not only learn my studies, but I also learn how to use the technology around me, and it is very helpful. I have made many new friends, and I have many ways to connect with them. With remote learning, it is also as organized as in-person learning, possibly even better. And I think that I speak for my classmates as well. They all seem to enjoy everything, especially my teacher. She makes remote learning even more fun by making the activities that we can only do in person more creative. In my remote classroom, I also get to go in what is called a breakout room to work in a group with my classmates. This year has been an adventure for me, and I can't wait to see what is ahead.
I feel like I have a stronger bond with my teachers and my classmates because we get to do a lot of projects together, so I really get to know them on a deeper level.
For the middle and high school, a little bit different. Again, depends on enrollment. If 100 students are interested in this at the middle school and another 100 at the high school, that's enough for us to have 4 teachers teach the middle school students and 4 teachers teach the high school students. And they'll probably be core academic teachers. And the core academic experience, English, math, science, and social studies. That all happens synchronously during the school day, just like it does now. We'll schedule the day based on student interest, based on student needs, time frames that they might be involved with, because many of the high school students might want to work on a job or something in the afternoon. But the synchronous experience will be the core academic classes. The electives that the students would take would be in the afternoon. There's a program called Edgenuity, which has dozens and dozens and dozens of electives that the students can pick from at the middle and high school level, and it's based on their interests. If they want to learn about tech, they want to learn Chinese, they want to learn a foreign language, they want to learn about cooking, they want to learn about, there's dozens of different things that the kids can get involved with.
We are very impressed, pleased, and grateful with the fully remote instruction our daughter has received this year. She has been engaged, learning, and having fun with her teacher and classmates. The learning is rigorous, student-centered, and fruitful.
Seems like the Peabody learning community really wants to have an opportunity like this in the future for their children, and we're going to provide it. We're right at the cutting edge. It's a great city to develop a family atmosphere, and a single district virtual school means that it'll only be students from Peabody and only be the teachers that the community has come to love over the years here.
I'm Edison. It's fun and it makes me smart. It makes me want to smile, and I learn math, science, reading, and more. And I love to listen to the teacher.
Kara Murtagh established a vision for our district. She came up with the mantra of every student, every day. And that's why we're doing this. We're going to be here for every kid, every day here in Peabody. And because this is a personalized experience for every student who involves themselves with this, it's going to be able to create that family atmosphere that you would want to create for any student here.
Teachers are finding their passion and students are finding their way.
So whatever decision is best for you and your family, just know that Peabody has options with the same positive end goal for all.
if there's a message that we'd like you to take away from this promotional video, it's that this is a really special opportunity that will only be available to students here in Peabody. If you have any questions and have further interest in pursuing this for your children, or your children have further questions, you can talk to any member of our 20-person design team. There will be an email and a pre-registration enrollment form that's going to be going out to the entire community, and fill it out. We will build a schedule for you, and we will continue the conversation based on that information. So we look forward to seeing who's interested in Peabody and continuing this model going forward. And if you have any questions, reach out to me or anyone on our design team. Bulls up, Tanners. Hooah!